hour.
That's all right. We're gonna jump right into Pickems.
Love it.
We're gonna be in, and we're gonna be out, and then we're gonna be in again.
Mm-hmm. That's just a Friday night, baby.
That's just a Friday night.
It's the sports program on TSPN with Derek, Zach, and Sean, who's been here the whole time. Head over to timespentpoorly.com and give the show a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and help move this show into more people's suggested lists. This show is also streamed live on many platforms, including YouTube, Twitch.
All right, they know where to find it.
We don't got time.
We don't got time for that.
I didn't know you had such power. You could just...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can stop at any time. We don't got time for that. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the special Sunday morning Pick'em show, is what we're going to... I'm literally calling that right now.
I think it would have been funnier if you would have let it all play, and then we just come in and just like, well, that's the show.
Yeah, that would have been good. That would have been fun.
And then we just log off.
Log off to never do a show again.
Ever.
We decided we wanted to do a show. We wanted to squeeze one in this morning before
Squeeze one out.
Squeeze one out. Now, granted, Zach, how did you do on on Thanksgiving?
2 of the 3. I got the Bears pick. Honestly, I actually thought the Lions were going to win that game. I just went for Andy Dalton. I was like, come on, let's get Andy Dalton a W. I picked the Cowboys. That was if I would have went biased there, I would have taken the Raiders. I was rooting for the Raiders, and I really don't like games like that where I've always had a soft spot for one of the teams, but I picked against them. Like, you want to feel good that they're actually playing well, but you feel terrible because you know that you didn't trust them. And then the night game I thought was an easy one. I had no problem taking the Bills over the Saints.
The only one I got. So the Bills are the only one I got. I took the Lions with the bias pick. I picked the Cowboys because I figured surely they're not going to lose at home on Thanksgiving. That's like literally their game.
Right. Yeah, you know whose game it isn't? The Raiders.
Right.
It is not the Raiders game. I don't know if I remember them playing on Thanksgiving.
I don't know that I've ever remembered seeing them play on Thanksgiving. I'm sure they have. I just don't remember it.
Then again, I don't remember seeing the Bills or the Saints play on Thanksgiving either. The NBC game, now that the nightcap is on NBC, they do what they want. I've realized that.
Yeah, that's true, because last year would have been the Steelers.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be the Steelers, but then everything got,
They just treat it like a regular Thursday night primetime game, and I like that.
Yeah. It's not a Thanksgiving game. It's just a Thursday night game.
Let's put 2 good teams that people actually want to watch. And before the year, people thought the Saints were going to be good, so that the pick makes sense. And I'm not saying they're bad, but
they're not good.
No,
I
think they'd win more games, obviously, if Jameis Winston was still in there. But yeah, they're not good currently.
Trevor Siemian is not a starting quarterback.
Well,
no, he can fill in for a game or 2, and now he's at game 3, 4.
Yeah. Now they haven't found out.
He's overstayed his welcome.
They haven't found out. It took a while. No.
He got. But also Kumaro and Ingram were out. Yeah. So,
and I tried to get cute. I picked up that third running back. Tried to be cute. Tried to play him.
Who was their third running back? I know I should probably know this, but
it's something with a T, I believe. Not Tanya's the. Is Tanya the? I don't know. I got it right here.
I could look, but I'm not going. Okay,
Jones. That's right. Jr. I got cute. I was cute all day. I picked up Wilson on the Cowboys. He went off, but it just didn't pan out.
See, I did the opposite of get cute this week. I tried to play it. I finally moved into first in multiple leagues. So there's 3 leagues where I'm in first place. Just moved into all of them as of last week. So I was like, let's play this week as safe as possible. Just hold on to the lead. But that's how I got in first place was throwing people like Mooney in before they were known plays every week. I was doing stuff like that. And then this week I pulled the reins back. I took Mooney out. I put in Hollywood Brown. I made a bunch of moves where now I'm like, I don't even know if Hollywood Brown plays. And if he doesn't, that's a Sunday night game. So then I have no one to swap him out for. I have like Patterson as my flex, which same deal. What if he doesn't play?
Yeah, I'm actually on that. I need to
Well, it's after 10 now, my time. It's after 10 my time, so the official are they playing or are they not playing is out. So I'm checking this on the show as we go.
Hey, so I was wondering, I was gonna tweet this, but if I just set it and forget it till the rest of the year now, does that mean I just gave up? Because that's what I feel like I've done.
For your fantasy team?
Oh yeah, I don't care anymore. I did on our league, I did pull. I'm not playing Mahomes. I'm not playing him. I'm starting Cam Newton. I'm gonna do it.
I thought about playing Cam this week because I have Joe Burrow, so that's kind of Joe's either gonna get you 25 or he's gonna get you 10.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm waiting one more week on the Cam train. I actually Joe Burrow the last time he played the Steelers put up like 24 points.
Did yeah.
And so I'm kind of just banking on a repeat performance there. Although I will say this with the Steeler defense, they don't really let that happen twice.
No.
If you are in their division, you play them twice a year. You get a good one and you get a bad one.
In my work league, I have Trevor Lawrence, and that's the only option to start.
Yikes. Well, he's against the Falcons. You'll be fine.
Right, but
it's against the Falcons. You're okay.
But I hate this league. I hate it.
So it looks like everyone that I was worried about being questionable is officially suiting up. So I got nothing to worry about, boys.
You're gonna have a great day.
Perfect.
But I do need Hollywood Brown to put up decent amount of points so I can justify the play of him over Mooney, because Mooney's just dynamite every week now, especially with Allen Robinson out. His looks double with Allen Robinson out. He's getting like 12 looks a game now. I think 2 weeks ago he broke 14 targets.
Oh wow, man!
That guy's a stud. And Knox is back. I've been playing Kyle Pitts over Knox for the last few weeks, and I shouldn't, because obviously I changed my team name to Hard Knocks Life. So you can't change your team name to Hard Knocks Life and then play Kyle Pitts.
Knox is back. Knox is back in full force.
Yeah, I'm kind of I may not be good at fantasy football, but I sure can name a team. So
that's true.
Yeah, it's where I shine. You guys just want to jump straight into the pick'em? Yeah. I wanted to do an hour long of just talking about LeBron James grabbing his junk twice in one game, but
I didn't watch that clip. I need to.
Not too much. Honestly, it's only $15,000. People get fined for worse. It's just he's been a little bit
amazing that if I grabbed my crotch and got fined $15,000, that would be devastating, like suicide talk for me. like $15,000 to grab my crotch, and I'd be like having to seriously consider kill myself. Like
you'd have to take a loan out.
Like $15,000 would devastate.
You could just claim bankruptcy, man. Like you don't gotta go.
I claim bankruptcy.
Walk into traffic. I'm done.
I picked all three of the winners on pre-Christmas warm-up dinner day, so I don't need to talk about that.
So we'll just listen to you for today. We'll just see what you have to say about it. No, all I was gonna say about that is whatever. It seemed like he was just living in the moment. It was fine. He looked goofy doing it. It didn't look cool. Like when you go back and watch the highlight, you're like, you look dumb. But it's more fun because he's been a bit of a bad boy this week. Because he got in that scuffle last week.
Yeah.
that
And
was not an accident. Like
it was 100% his fault. He threw that elbow on purpose. He threw a goddamn John Jones slicing elbow across the face of one of the league's young bloods, and then he acted like he did nothing wrong.
He's just trying to harden him up, dude. Get him ready.
I think he's turning heel. I think he's gone heel for the second time in his career. And I think he's going to finish his career. He realizes he's no good anymore and that the Lakers are bad. So he's like, I'm just going to give people something to watch.
Well, speaking of that, just right before, if you guys are not watching MJF and CM Punk right now on AEW, I just don't get it. I don't know who you are or what you are. Isn't it
the same time as football?
No.
They're doing this on Wednesday nights, brother.
Wednesday.
There's nothing else going on.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we're back to football, but god damn it, if you're not watching that, I just don't even know
Yeah.
who you are, what your life's about.
I feel like I'm watching Game of Thrones.
It is good.
It's been.
Yep, man, amazing. All right.
The next game is actually your game, Derek.
Yeah,
It's
Okay, by the way, on this week, I'm going bias, and there's some stuff like I thought the Cowboys were a gimme. Honestly, I really did. I mean, I knew the Raiders were good, but I just figured seriously.
well, they're not always good.
Mm-hmm.
No, but at home on Thanksgiving, I mean, you're right too. Like the Raiders are hit and miss. I thought surely, okay, I'll get a gimme out of the Cowboys. But that said, I would have chosen against the Cowboys because fuck them. And also, it was great seeing them lose, so I don't really care. But I just wanted to preface that for my picks this week.
Mhm.
I'm doing half bias, half if I feel like if it felt like it's a stupid move to go against the bias, like I'm gonna choose the right team. Like I'm not stupid.
Are you surprised 76% of people took the Bengals in this game?
I'm surprised.
Like both of you?
I'm surprised that 76%
surprised.
of people think that the Bengals are going to win this game.
I'm
First off, the Chargers are a way better team than the Bengals, and the Steelers almost beat the Chargers with no rest or with no practice. There's no. I don't know. I don't think the Bengals win this game. I think the Steelers legitimately win this game. They almost beat the Chargers. Like what they split with the Lions with crappy Mason Rudolph. Like that was the best case scenario for Mason Rudolph. I think the Steelers win this game. I don't think there's any.
I think the Bengals offense bounced back for sure. I think their receiving core looks great, and Mixon looked awesome. Was that last week? He looked awesome.
Yeah.
No, but I said it a couple weeks ago during the Bengals-Browns game that the Bengals lost, that was kind of the contender-pretender week for them, and I think that they proved that they are not a contender. I think they end up finishing the year right around 500, and so I think they lose this game. I think Pittsburgh's a better team.
They are the better. I think they're the better team too. Honestly, I was sold. I was more sold with the Chargers, man. The fact that they came back, Ben still looked good. I mean, they lost that game fair and square at the very end of that on the road in LA. Like, I don't know. I mean, it was a good game. I'll take it. I'll take a close loss.
I think if this game was in Pittsburgh, we wouldn't see 76% obviously for Cincinnati, but
yeah.
Sean?
fair. But I just like the Bengals more.
That was it. You don't actually
I think the Bengals look a little more flashy. I think they're more fun to watch. I don't like watching old Ben try to throw a ball.
I think Freiermuth, when they're in, like, it's funny because he was kind of cold last week, and then they got that last minute kind of, it was like a tight end, like, slip screen, right?
Yeah.
And he was able to get it in. He is way more, I liked him before I realized how athletic he was.
Right.
And
Freiermuth or
yeah.
I've heard his name pronounced 7 times, 7 different ways, and
Fryer. Is it Freiermuth?
Fryer. But I've heard Frayer too, because that would make sense. It's IEI. So
then last week they said someone said Frymuth, like just fry.
Yeah.
Like,
they gave up. They completely gave up.
They just gave up during the game.
They're like, I'm not going to get it right, and I never will, and I never have.
They're like, F.
And our boy Fry Dog.
Fry Dog.
To be fair, I have Jamar
To be
Chase.
fair.
I have Jamar Chase and Freiermuth in a couple leagues, so
You know what I've realized?
A high scoring game.
No, you know what I've realized in the pick'em? If I'm torn on a pick and I only have fantasy players on one of the two teams, I take that team because then it gives me two things to root for when I watch the game. Okay. So, like, I have Claypool, I have Freiermuth, Fry Dog. But I also have Joe Burrow in 3 leagues. By the way, if you want to notice the success of my fantasy football leagues this year, look at any team that doesn't have Joe Burrow, and I'm in first place. So I clearly took a gamble on him in a couple leagues, and it did not work out.
We'll see. I think this would be a good game. I do think it'll be a good game, but
I honestly, Derek, I think we could both end up regretting this one, but I do think, in my heart of hearts, I think that Pittsburgh's the better team, and we're getting down the stretch now. Like we're getting halfway point.
Game than lose against the Browns.
That's fair.
I know you feel that way, but I feel like they need this one because like they are a game currently removed of the wild card. They're not even in the wild card right now, and there's
tie is gonna hurt. The tie is gonna hurt.
Yeah, and that tie could be the difference at the end of the year. Right. But they can avoid it by winning this game for now.
So the tie. Just play till one wins. Who cares?
Yeah.
It goes into midnight like baseball.
I love college rules, man. Put it on the problem is if you put it on the 20 in NFL football, like I would say both teams are just automatic, but that's actually not true. Yeah. The field goals are more automatic. So if the other team doesn't get the touchdown, you just go out there and kick a field goal and call it. But
yeah,
I still like it. Then at least the team wins.
Yeah.
Here's the game that I think is going to separate the boys.
The men from the Wolves, or the
potential game of the week too.
The sheep from the Wolves.
This Buccaneers Colts game.
It's the what?
Potential game of the week, I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This has the makings to be a great game.
I am
going with the Buccaneers, but I am not convinced on this. And I went back and forth several times. I desperately will root for the Colts to win. Actually, no, fuck it. I'll do a bias pick on this one. I am taking the Colts in this game. I want them to win. I'm going to will them to win this game. Go Carson Wentz. I want the Colts to win.
I think they just are going to win.
They could.
I just think they're going to. I just watching them play the last 2 weeks.
Last few weeks they've been really hot. Even in they had that loss against the Titans. Was it like 3 or 4 weeks ago? And they looked good in that game. It was a loss, but.
And that was the game where they we got to turn it around now, and then they have been.
I think since they stopped filming freaking Hard Knocks, they've just been a lot better of a team because I believe that they filmed that in the beginning of the season, and ever since they wrapped up filming, they've actually gone on like a 5 out of their last 6 tear. So
they're actually done filming that show now. They're just airing it now, or
I believe that's what's going on. I could be wrong. They could still be filming it, but I think they're done.
That's cool.
I think they only did it for like 6 weeks. So, and I think if you notice the record difference between when they were filming and when they're not filming,
a
little bit of a difference. They could have also just figured stuff out, but Carson's good, man. 18 touchdowns, 3 picks. Like he's having a sneaky good year.
Still not fantasy worthy.
No, because he'll go out. Like the thing is if Jonathan Taylor's putting up 50 fantasy points, you're probably not passing the ball at all. So, but that's why I cannot go with the Colts in this game because they are going to rely on Jonathan Taylor, and the Buccaneers have the number 1 rush defense for the second year in a row. So this is a strength versus strength matchup, and you tend to go with the defense in that particular situation.
So you're taking the Bucs.
I'm taking the Bucs. I went back and forth as well, but when I really think about it, just from like that standpoint, like they're gonna make Carson Wentz beat them, and I don't know. It's not really Carson that I'd worry about there. It'd be more of his weapons. Like Michael Pittman did nothing last week, and once again, could be because of Jonathan Taylor. So I got some home improvement in the brain.
Which the Colts have done since they finished filming Hard Knocks. Some home improvement.
Yeah,
they've done a little home improvement. I see what see.
I watched all of the Santa Claus movies last week. By the way,
were they good?
I love the original, and then the other 2 were cute. They get way more out there with their premise, but I like them all.
We're watching all the Harry Potters because those are very holidaysy. Like half of the movies take place over Christmas, or they at least have like a part of the movie that's over Christmas. So
yeah. Yep.
I watched Marvel. I'm just getting caught up in Marvel shit.
We were gonna start another Harry Potter last night, but we switched to Hawkeye episode 1 and 2, and they were delightful.
They're great,
especially the tracksuit mob in episode 2. Oh man, no spoilers, but
you read those, right? You read those.
Yeah, me and you used to talk about that all the time.
That was a great run. Pizza Dog. I mean, I love they used all of that.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah, I recommend that to anyone. And if you like, also maybe go read the graphic novels because I'm sure you can get like a.
So good, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get them all in one.
Look for Matt Fraction as the author of that.
But everything about it, even like the intro and outro, are, I don't know, they give me some vibes. I dig it.
They're good.
But I'm going with the Bucks on this.
Okay.
Okay, is that your Al Pacino?
Okay.
Throw some baking powder on your nose.
Okay.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
I just think you're.
Cockroaches want to play tough. All right. I'm going with the Panthers on the road in this game. The Dolphins are the worst 4-17. They're bad. I don't know. I would like to see the Dolphins play the Lions right now.
And I'd still think the Dolphins would win.
The Dolphins have won 3 straight. First of all, they're hot boy summer right now.
Are warming up.
Their defense is still stout.
Their wins, though, okay, so their wins are against the Texans, who I thought the Texans were going to win that game. The Ravens, no one saw that coming.
No.
And then the Jets. And then the Jets, and they barely won it. And their most recent one is against Joe Flacco and the Jets.
Yeah.
And so they didn't really convince me of anything there.
Flacco and the Jets.
Joe Flacco still slanging.
So you might be right. But hey, their first win of the year was against the Patriots. So it's not like 2 of their wins, Patriots and Ravens, are slightly quality.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. What Panthers team are we going to get? Because I honestly think the Panthers, man, I thought they had last week, and they just didn't do enough. Was that Washington last week? Just didn't do enough.
You can't front on Heineke, bro.
I'm gonna front on him. I don't know what fronting is in this particular situation, but
although Mahomes, because you're just always hating on Heineke, but he's the man.
I played him in fantasy 2 weeks ago against Derek. I think
You did. Yeah. You did not win.
No, I hate him.
I'm playing him.
You lost big time.
Seattle.
Big time.
Tomorrow night.
It's the only game I've won in the last 7 weeks.
I know. That was
you and Heineke.
Yeah, the Heineke. Yeah,
when I saw Heineke on there, I felt relief.
You knew you had it. Yeah,
I knew I had the game.
It didn't matter how anybody else did.
Wait, but wasn't that when Mahomes put up the 50 finally?
Yeah, it was the 1 week that Mahomes has done. Really
yeah, so actually, until Mahomes played, I was still projected to win that week, and then Mahomes played, and it just blew up the projections. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And then he kind of went back to stinking.
Oh yeah, he did.
He did.
I lost.
Yeah.
I lost to Caleb in High Council by 6 points because Mahomes just couldn't throw 1 touchdown.
That is the reason why I'm benching Mahomes this week. I am starting Cam Newton. That's the other reason why I'm choosing the Panthers in this game.
Yeah,
I'm going with Cam Newton. He's gonna have a great day, and I'm gonna win fantasy football forever.
I also have the Panthers. I have the Panthers.
Till the end of time.
Till the end
Panthers,
of time.
baby.
Until the day I die.
Cue it. You don't got it queued? You don't got it queued? Okay. I was hoping you just had it queued.
Oh, yeah, just play it. Okay, guys. Okay.
I went with the Titans in this one, but I don't care. I think the Patriots will. I don't care about this game. I think it'll be a good game, but I think the Patriots could win, but I don't care.
The way that you were talking about the Dolphins being the worst, or what is it? The worst 4-7 team.
Yeah,
it's kind of how I feel about the Titans. They're like the worst 8-3 team. Patriots are hot right now. Right. I don't think it matters that they have a rookie quarterback. He's making all the safe plays, making all the right moves.
Smart at home, also.
Also, yeah, it's that time of year. Once it starts to get cold, you have to take the Foxborough team.
Can I choose this? Oh yeah,
Sean.
I just, as much as it pains me for New England to have only had 1 bad season after the break,
I'm okay with it.
I'm going with the Patriots. I know. I mean, it's Bill. It's Bill Belichick. You know, it wasn't just Tom. Bill was there too.
I'll tell you guys this: if it is the New England Patriots against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the Super Bowl, though, I'm not watching football next year. I'm done. I'm fucking done.
I'm not watching the Super Bowl if that's the case.
I'll be done.
I'm not down for that narrative because that's going to be really played out for the 2 weeks leading up to it.
Okay. I won't be done with football next year. I will not watch football this year. I will not watch the Super Bowl. And I will not listen to any sports radio. I will boycott everything.
Who has the Super Bowl this year? Do we know? I really hope it's on NBC because can you imagine Chris Collinsworth calling Brady versus Belichick?
Ugh.
It would be my fucking nightmare. Hey, Chris, I know you're a big watcher, but
Big fan of the show.
Big fuck you, man.
Who has the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I'm curious. I really hope it's like Romo or somebody else.
Oh yeah. It's just if it's Romo, it's worth watching.
We're gonna start seeing them stack plays against. I'm calling this right now. These are the two teams that are playing in the Super Bowl.
We're having some
The
technical
Patriots
difficulties.
and the Bucks.
I don't think it will be.
Yep.
I don't think the Patriots can. I think if it's even like the Colts, I don't think the Patriots could do it. But or like who else? Like even the Bills. I don't know.
Not gonna be the Bills.
I want the Bills to be the guys, but apparently they can't be.
God damn, they're really making me work for this. Ew, it's CBS.
Oh, to find the.
Yeah,
So that is that
that's
Joe-
Collinsworth.
what is it?
Isn't it?
No, that's NBC.
Is it NBC?
Yeah. I think CBS might be Romo.
I think you might be right, actually. Well, Romo would be fine.
Romo would be.
There he is.
I swear that's never happened before, guys. So embarrassed.
That's all right. Hey, it's CBS has it. Who's that?
Romo.
Oh, thank God.
I'll allow it.
That
If it
will
was
make-
Collinsworth, I wasn't going to watch it anyways.
That will make
Regardless.
Yeah, honestly, me too. Is there any way we can get the Manning brothers to watch the Super Bowl and then stream it?
If
I would-
ESPN
I would-
had it, they could.
Yeah.
But ESPN don't have it.
That's a shame.
They
Because
could just
I
do it
actually
themselves
like the Manning
anyways.
cast.
It gets better every week. They're really like sloppy, but it's still good.
Yeah. Eli's not good, but it's fine.
What?
It doesn't have to be.
Eli is way better than Peyton. So like Peyton takes it so seriously and Eli doesn't, and that's why he's better.
I just feel like Eli doesn't know what to say ever. It's like it's watching someone live stream a thing where he's just like he's just like, yeah, we see Peyton eating them wings. Like, I don't know, man. It's just he's just not a he's not a
No, but that's why he works it.
Personality.
It's like that Frank's Red Hot commercial that he's in where he's like, I put that shit on everything. It's funny because he's bad. That commercial only works because he's bad. If he took it seriously and he was like, Frank's Red Hot, I put that stuff on everything, man. It's delicious. It'd be like, oh wait, this sucks. But he's like slow speaking, and he's like,
I like Eli though. I think, and the show's funny. Like they have. It's a fucking train wreck. I don't know if you've watched like a full broadcast, but
I don't watch the full one.
Whoever is like a producer on the show or what,
it's their production company.
Yeah, so they don't have
Peyton's.
It's bad. It's a train wreck, and also like considering what we do every single week, with this show, it does kind of like tug at my heartstrings a little bit to see them struggle with it, because I'm like, oh, okay, that makes me feel a little better about what we deal with literally every single week doing this,
even though we've been doing it for 5 years now.
Yeah.
Even though we've been doing this for 5 years.
And
it's been a good 5 years.
Better.
We need to figure out the exact date we started.
We do need to do that.
And we need to have an anniversary party episode.
I bet you we could go on klcz.com, and I bet you it still has the first episode on there. I bet you.
Guaranteed.
Okay.
So, side note here.
Did we all take pictures?
Yes. You like
side
what?
note here. Jonathan Taylor's just a wholesome guy, man.
Jonathan Taylor or Jonathan Taylor Thomas? I think they both are.
Both are.
Well,
Both. Whatever happened to that guy? You know?
I think
That's probably because
retired.
he's not so wholesome. He probably started doing drugs.
He was probably doing them as a child on the show.
Devin Sawa has made a comeback or is making a comeback. So I assume that Jonathan Taylor Thomas is right on his coattails. Just come right back up.
He's gonna show up in like a movie as like the drug lord, and you're gonna think that it's not a white guy, you know, because no one else, like, they'll enter this compound. They'll enter this compound and no one else will be white, and then they'll get to the leader and it's Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
But it's just him playing himself.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is he's not a character. He's actually, the movie explains where he's been the whole time.
And then I want one of the characters from the movie to look at the other person and go, "Is that Jonathan Taylor Thomas?"
Yeah,
like that's the scene. In fact, I actually thought something like that would work for Expendables when they finally see Chuck Norris's character.
Yeah,
He's playing like a ranger or something.
Yeah,
I thought would have been really funny in the movie. They're all playing these fictional characters. I thought it would have been really funny for Chuck Norris to come out and be like, so just have somebody be like, "Is that Chuck Norris?" Like, he's not even, he's just playing himself.
Because they know he's fully capable of hanging with them. They're fictional characters.
They're fictional characters. And
they're like, yeah, is that Jonathan Taylor Thomas? I'm like, I don't know. I think it's Val Kilmer. I think.
It's Val Kilmer.
I'm not good with ages.
Boy, the Giants, man. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Eagles on the road, but I don't know about them either. This is is this it?
Well, the one might be the one right below it might be.
This is at least a runner-up for.
Well, so the toilet bowl was the Lions Bears, but it already happened.
Yeah.
Are we sure?
And then
there was a team that there was a team in that game that is 0-9-1.
Yeah.
And then the other team isn't much better.
Yeah,
sorry. Okay. I'm picking the Eagles in this game, but I don't know. I don't care. They're both bad.
The Eagles are kind of hot right now, though. Yeah. They've looked decent as of late, and the Giants kind of look the same every week. Like, you think this is finally the week that they look good, and then they lose anyways.
The Giants have Freddie Kitchens, right, as the offensive coordinator.
He's there. Is he really?
I think he's their offensive coordinator. Is he not?
I thought he left the NFL after that Brown season.
Yeah, I thought he left in disgrace.
No, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's on the Giants.
I picked the Eagles on this heat of a matchup.
Yeah, I mean they just came off 2 wins. I think the Eagles can pull it off, but also the concept of the Eagles winning 3 straight is kind of scary. So
he is a senior offensive assistant for the New York Giants.
That's the title you give someone when you won't make them a coach ever again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You don't even let him be offensive coordinator.
No, he can't even coordinate things.
Assistant.
He assists in the coordination at a senior level.
Get coffee for the people who coordinate.
Listen, Freddie, listen. We need you to get.
Dude,
how many people are on the team? 53. We need you to get 53 Frappuccinos. I
want to isolate that clip of him after that big, another Browns loss, and he's just so hard on himself, and it's just the hardest thing to listen to. He's just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm a bad coach, bad person, bad human being. I'm fat. No one likes me. And my wife thinks my dick's too small. Like, I don't know. He just goes in on himself in a way I've never seen.
It's brutal.
Someone do. It's real sad. And I love every moment of it.
Well, isn't it sad too that like the coach that took over after him is just this handsome fucking hunk of a man?
Of course.
Just a silver fox in waiting.
Who do we choose?
Jesus.
All
type him, boy. Eagles. Yeah, I picked the Eagles. I think they're red hot right now.
Okay.
I think they're
Eagles.
They'll let us down, but yeah, I took them.
Yep. By the way, if they win this game, they're 6-6. The Cowboys win that division, but the Eagles are still
in the wild card. They're in the wild card if they win this game, especially if the Panthers lose, Falcons keep losing, which they will. Saints lost. So
God, we see the Eagles in the playoff, even the wild card. That's crazy.
We're gonna see a 9-8 team.
Yeah,
make it this year.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we've seen worse records make it to the playoffs, but
we've seen 7. Yes, 7-9 now.
Falcons and Jacksonville. I went with the Falcons in this one because I still think Matt Ryan's he's having a good season, and the Jacksonville's just not a team. I mean, it's just nothing there.
Yeah.
So you're right, Matt Ryan, when he has time, which he has the least amount of time in the NFL, when he has time to throw. And by the way, like that game 2 weeks ago, Troy Aikman felt bad for him. It was crazy how bad Troy Aikman felt for him. He's like, I don't know how I would deal with this lack of time to drop back. It just doesn't exist. He has 5 first rounders on the offensive line, and it shows. You got to give up on people. Just because a guy's a first-round pick does not mean he needs to start for your franchise. But it also shows, like, without Calvin Ridley, they can just go gung-ho on both Patterson and Pitts, and it's rough. And I don't think this isn't going to be a big offensive game from either squad. If it is, I actually think the Jaguars win if it's, like, above 28 points.
Could you imagine if Matt Ryan was on a team like the Colts or...
Oh, he'd be... I've always said the 49ers.
49ers, yeah. If he was on a team that had a good offensive line that actually gave him time, he could still be a star.
Right, but like like Arthur Smith came in and he wanted to be Arthur Smith and run the ball. That's not working, which means it's all on Matt Ryan. And Matt Ryan doesn't like Zacchaeus and Russell Gage are probably the 2 best receivers there, which most people haven't heard of.
If it's not Cordell, Mike Davis is not getting yards per carry.
No, he's down to less than 4 carries a game.
But his style of running too, whatever they're trying to do, does not.
It doesn't fit
for him.
No. So
he's like a downhill heavy hitting runner.
But he also catches well out of the backfield. But Patterson's kind of taken that from him.
Yeah.
If the Jaguars get any sort of pass rush in this game, they win this game. But I'm going to just bank on the fact that they don't because they're the Jaguars.
Right.
So I'll take the Falcons.
Falcons.
Jets.
This is the dumpster game.
This is the toilet bowl. We're here. But Tyrod's going to run.
I didn't even know.
Tyrod's going to run train though.
I took this game. I took the Texans because of Tyrod Taylor.
This is a great week to. Tyrod's kind of my fantasy guy this week. I think he's just a must play. I mean, he's running in a couple every week, but if you
take a moment to, by the way, Randy, I know you swept us all in fantasy, but your team is foundationally the worst team in the league, and I want you to see it every fucking week on this show that they are foundationally the worst fucking team in this league, and you will never be a fan of a good team.
Yeah.
So I just want you to see it. You can sweep us all you want, but your team will never ever be good. You say it we wait for it. Zach Wilson. Oh, we almost got Deshaun Watson. Ooh, that could have been cool. Every little thing you've said, I keep the receipts for that, buddy, and your teams foundationally suck. And enjoy it.
You could Deshaun Watson.
Hey, but here's the other thing that'll feel good. The final week of the regular season for fantasy, I actually played him twice this year.
Oh, you do?
I have a second matchup, and I got McCaffrey back. He's going down. My team was trash while McCaffrey was out. It was the worst team in the entire league. It's pretty solid.
I think I played him twice and ended up beating him.
We're gonna bring him on the show.
Yeah, so he beat us all once, but I think we all have the potential to, like me and Sean have the potential to tie him at least.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I did.
I don't care about winning it all anymore. I just care about him losing.
He let us know that he swept us. That's how I know that he beat all 3 of us.
Well, yeah. He personally let us all know, but which is why I'm intentionally.
Enjoy it. But Randy, God damn it, look at the Jets 2-8. Wow.
Well.
Yeah,
to be fair, guys. To be fair, I've made it through football because of fantasy anymore, you know?
Yeah, I have a couple fantasy teams that are making my life a lot better because it's been a rough – ever since baseball ended, sports have been rough.
Look, I've decided that I just don't have any – I am not a fan of any team that will win any championships or be good ever again, and I've made absolute peace with it, and I'm fine with it.
Hey, guys, it's Chargers Broncos.
Oh, yeah.
But hold on. I did pick the Jets.
Oh, no. Elaborate. Why?
I just think they're gonna pull this one out. Man. I just like Elijah.
No, it's Zach Wilson back.
Oh, Zach Wilson's back. Oh, well, they need to get Flacco back.
I like more. I did like the running back too, but he's out for the year, I believe.
Carter. I just had to move into my bench, but Elijah Moore is much better when Flacco is in the game, or anybody but
yeah. I'm getting that vibe. But I picked the Jets because the only person on Houston I like is
have a team. Zach Wilson would do great in a Utah team.
Yeah, yep.
Oh yeah, like a Utah minor league team for sure.
Yeah, like a CFL team.
Yeah.
So is this one going to be a quick
USFL?
Going to be
I went with the Chargers. I think they're the clearly better team between these two, but I don't think the record quite indicates it. I think they should be better than what they are.
That being said, the Chargers still know how to lose some games.
They do. They do still know how to lose. They almost lost that Steelers game. That was a good game. They almost lost that game. The Steelers made a big comeback. Man, they almost won that game. I was so disappointed, but I knew he'd be there
Randy.
waiting.
He's always lurking.
That is true. Randy. You'll always have the Lions.
Well, and the Browns.
The Browns have made it to playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Jets have made it to the playoffs too. We're talking about teams that can actually turn it around for more than a season.
The Browns are actually a really good team if you followed them over to Baltimore and became a Ravens fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then they're great. Really
they're great.
So did you pick the Chargers, Swan?
No, I took the Broncos.
Okay.
I honestly, as much as I love Justin Herbert and as much as I love the Chargers, I have learned that they don't travel well this season.
Oh, so you're going Broncos?
I like the Broncos defense at home. Yeah.
Is Teddy Bridgewater? Should I pick him up? He's open.
No, I wouldn't pick it. Okay. If you're gonna pick up anyone this week, it's Tyrod.
No, I don't. Somebody already has him.
Or Heineke's going to throw for some TDs, dude.
Yeah, it's Heineke in primetime, man. Heineke in primetime is like a 3-touchdown machine.
Let me tell you who I can choose. Let me tell you real quick who I can choose in this. This is a work league. I have Trevor Lawrence. Terrible. By the way, this is because Kyler Murray's out. So I have Trevor Lawrence, or I can pick up Big Ben, Teddy Bridgewater, or Zach Wilson.
Man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in that.
Tyrod Taylor.
Huh?
I can get Tyrod Taylor.
There you go.
I just dropped Trevor Lawrence and added Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I mean, Trevor Lawrence against the Falcons is not that bad either, but
well,
I still don't think it's that good though.
No, he's probably gonna have a lights out game now that I got rid of him.
Hey man.
I like how he's talking about resting his players for the playoffs in fantasy.
Is that what
he's like Zach will beat me in the final week of the season because I'll be resting my stuff.
Players? You don't own the team, Randy.
No, but it's a funny joke. I
love it.
Good joke.
It was so funny. My hands got sweaty.
Good. That's a good joke.
All right, boys, we got
Randy
5 minutes.
All right. I went Chargers. Packers. I don't know. I hate the Packers. I want the Rams to win.
I don't remember who I picked in this either.
I'm taking the Packers at home, but I hate the Packers, and I just don't like Aaron. You remember at the beginning of the season, I was like, man, I'd love Aaron in Pittsburgh, but I don't want his dumbass there.
Nope,
now.
I did pick the Rams. I did.
This is gonna be a good game. I think this will be a good game.
Yeah, this could be matchup of the week.
This could be matchup.
Oh, this has to be game of the week. I took the Rams also, by the way.
I'll stick with the Packers to go against you guys.
I do like the next game though. The next matchup.
I think it's
a pretty good game.
I think the Niners win this game. I think the Vikings are hot right now, and Kirk Cousins is good, but I think the Niners are the better team. I think the Niners win this game. People
have to stop sleeping on the Vikings, man. They beat a lot of good teams. Yeah, they've lost they've lost against some bad teams this year, but their offense is capable of hanging with absolutely anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. The
Justin
Niners.
Jefferson's out though, right? Which doesn't
I
mean
want to
much.
see
You
the
still got
Niners need to
Thielen,
use
but
Trey Lance
I
a
think
little bit
Jefferson's
more, though.
out. I don't know. If Jimmy G wasn't so hot, maybe.
Yeah, if I'm the Niners and I want to win football games, you don't even put Trey Lance on the field for a play. You don't even bring that element into the game. They've got their rushing attack is diverse enough; it doesn't need another wrinkle into it. Currently, save it for the playoffs. That way, no one's seen it before.
That's true. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't think you even introduce it for the rest of the regular season. I think they're going to be one of the teams in the playoffs. Surprisingly, the Vikings. I mean, whoever wins this game has a good shot. It's definitely a setback for whoever loses. But people need to stop sleeping on the Vikings. They're hanging in every single game. They're upsetting a lot of people. I'm still going to go with the 49ers because it's at home, and I think the 49ers are getting it together. But Ayuk has started to show up. I don't know what they said to that guy, but now that they have Ayuk and Debo both kind of clicking, it's a fun team to watch.
I finally swooped him up and threw him in a league.
I had to start him last week. Yeah.
You all know who I picked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday night game. I'm gonna go with the Ravens, but I don't care. I don't care who wins this.
Doesn't it feel like they should have more than 3 losses the way they've been playing?
The Ravens?
Yeah.
I'm
gonna take the Ravens in this game because just never Browns. So
I'm gonna get you a shirt that says "Never Browns."
Ooh. Let's make
Anyways.
All right, #never Browns, never Cowboys.
Oh, wait.
No, this is a big couple weeks for these two teams though. They play this week, and then the Ravens go play Pittsburgh, and then they come back and play the Browns in Cleveland. It's an interesting couple of weeks for Baltimore. They can really lock the division down, which by the way I think they do. Or Cleveland can just turn this whole thing on its head because if the Steelers beat whoever wins the Steelers Bengals, also right there. This game it's a huge week.
This is
for the whole division.
I hope the Browns I hope the Browns win this game just to
get some parity,
just to screw with it a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's best case scenario.
I'll pick the Ravens, but I'll entertain a Browns win just to shake it up. Shake it up.
Seattle at Washington. Have we all learned to just never Seattle at this point?
I'm not taking Seattle. I'm taking the Washington Football Club for men.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Same. I think. What do you say?
I'm with you.
Heineke's the man, dude.
The Seahawks don't travel well, and they also don't play at home well. So now they're just not a good team, and that's fine by me. And also, we have so many Seahawks fans around here, and also I'll just say to you, wholeheartedly, fuck you. And this is fun. What a great life we have.
Fuck you. The world's finally back to normal.
But also, there's a game difference between these two teams. They're both not good.
Oh no, yeah, they were both not good. No.
But Heineke seems to do better in prime time. But that's hilarious. This is a primetime matchup because I don't think anyone's going to watch this game.
I think so.
If you're not a Seahawks fan.
This is what I like a little more about this Heineke man is he has stuff to prove. He's not Russell Wilson who already won a Super Bowl. Heineke's like, I finally got a shot and here I am. Let's go.
I don't know. Go ahead, Derek.
Well, I was going to say I feel bad for ESPN for getting this as a Monday night game.
This is kind of turning into last year where the Sunday night games were always better than the Monday night games. It was that way for a while, actually. Yeah. And the only problem with it is that we had to listen to Chris Collinsworth.
Chris.
This is one of those games, the Seahawks Washington Football Club for men and boys who will be men one day. This is one of those games I'll watch the Manning broadcast if I do watch it. I won't watch. I'm not going to take this game seriously. I'm gonna watch Eli Manning interview Kevin Hart again.
Right,
which was great. Are we gonna watch the Nickelodeon broadcast of the playoff game?
I'll watch the Nickelodeon broadcast.
I watched some of the Nickelodeon. Was that the Super Bowl last year? No, it was the Saints game. It was the Saints game.
And I was just right. I was super hungover and couldn't switch the TV, so I just watched the clips that they shared.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
It was fun.
The Slime Zone, dude.
Slime Zone, bro. If only Raw was even close to watchable. This would be. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but it's just not. It's so unbearable
It is
right
not
now.
watchable though. Okay.
All right, guys. I must
Everybody
take.
thinks have a good weekend and enjoy football. And we're back. Everyone's back at it tomorrow, aren't we? Back at work, back to life.
Yeah, I finally started experiencing the Sunday scaries. Like I didn't know they were a thing because I had always just been like drinking through them. So
Yeah.
Hey, man.
now I know what they feel like.
I drink for 2 now, Zach.
Thank you.
All right, boys.
Thank you, man.
Have a good day.
Later.
Bye, friend.